Hello everyone and welcome back once again. We're playing Order of Battle World War II and I'm back with the Red Star DLC. After defeating the Japanese in the Battle of Khalkhin Gol, we will use a little bit of a co-attack on Poland to sneak in some extra territory, because why not? That's what the Soviet Union is all about. It's Grodno, September 1939. With the German invasion of Poland progressing rapidly, Moscow starts to occupy the eastern half of the country. And specialization points, but Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, so we get to deploy more forces. This is the fourth mission. So already got 3 under our belt. It's been, well, smooth sailing so far, but let's just see how things get on in Poland. As you know, the German military invaded Poland on September the 1st, and few days later, both Britain and France declared war on Germany. After all attempts to reach a collective security arrangement with those Western nations failed, Moscow agreed to a non-aggression pact with Germany in late August. Since Poland is now on the verge of collapse due to the invasion, we aim to secure areas under Polish control since the Soviet Border War of 1920. To deflect a diplomatic backlash, Moscow declares that we have to protect Ukrainians and Belarusians living in eastern Poland. Our initial advances have been met by little resistance from Polish units, but now their stance has become more hostile. Still, there are good chances that we may be able to surprise Polish units wholly unprepared for combat. But expect growing resistance when we advance deeper into Polish territory. Seize your objectives quickly before the Poles can organize a more serious defense, but make sure that isolated enemy units do not sneak into your rear area. The Polish Air Force has been hit hard by German air power, so we do not expect air activity in this region. Command agrees to deploy recon aircraft, though, to scout the area ahead. We have to take Grodno and take all secondary objectives. Then deploy 2 core tanks before turn 2. I don't think we can make this one. This is really rough, this one. And we have to complete in 18 turns. I can only assume that's the mission, but it could technically be only the secondary objectives, or take only Grodno within 18 turns. I don't know. Like, they could be more specific here, I think. Like, complete the mission in 18 turns or something like that. Special event, light tanks. Command is pleased by the skill you demonstrated when leading mechanized formations and adds a unit of light T-38 tanks to your force. That's a pretty small, weak unit. So, you know what? Let's upgrade to the T-28B. It costs 100, but you know what? I know the upgrade tree for any of these tanks is probably going to be pretty sucky. So let's just have some fun with these guys, you know? Let's repair with all elites. Why not? Because the Soviet army was definitely an elite army. Sure. Let's get started. I have 3 of the heavy artillery pieces. How much does it cost to upgrade one of these to one of this? Quite a lot, and I can still work with these 4-range artillery pieces for now, I think. Yeah, why not? Sure, I'll just deploy one of these up here and the bigger one here, and then 2 big ones down here. There we go. So let's deploy a oh, this is a fighter. My recons are up here, yeah. 1 recon and I guess another light tank. Armor deployed. With enough tank units ready for combat, we should be able to conclude this operation swiftly. And 12, that's very little. 5A11, so I can give one of the Soviet infantry some trucks and... Sure, let's do that. And 3, the other one out here. Sure. That's pretty little amount of units. So, like, we have a lot of units left here. But that's fine. Let's just get it on. Let's go. And special event supply worries. Due to our vast advance, comma, logistics units have trouble keeping up. Secure more supply quickly and conclude this operation before running into more serious problems. -1 supply at Luna per turn. And that picture is the same one as of the supply depots in France. I didn't know that they had the same kind of crates everywhere. But we currently have +1, so that means that at the very least for 1 turn we're going to be out of supply. Was it really worth all that trouble to get me out of supply for 1 turn? Like literally 1 turn. Okay, and then they also made all of these 1-1-1. So they kind of then claim you have to take 1 city per turn or something? That's the idea? Okay. Do I even want to shell it? It's just a truck. Sure, let's just move out here and then... Okay. Well, that makes strategy useless. Special event surrendered. A Polish logistics unit consisting of only transport trucks has been completely overwhelmed by our forces without much bloodshed. Sure. Our supply troops did not find any resources left. Then what's the use? What's the use? Okay. Whatever. Are they gonna do the same stuff here? Let's see. No, they aren't. Okay. Well, let's attack then. Or they are. The speed of your advance has taken the Polish by surprise. Such speed! An AA unit caught unprepared for combat had no choice then to surrender. No other choice at all. Right, well, that wastes my first turn. Great. Let's see if there's anything in there. There's not. Great. There might be a unit out in here, but by moving like this, yeah, exactly. Too predictable game. All too predictable. So next turn I will always be in bad supply. There's nothing you can do about that because it takes too long for this flag to move up. They probably also have something either here or here, so I can scout that out. Okay, it's an anti-tank gun. Can you still move? No. That's too bad. Well, I can probably already take this down this turn. And I'm attacking with the recon here because I don't care about any damage on it. Because it doesn't move along with the campaign, so I might just as well trade a little bit of damage on the recon. I guess a counteroffensive. I can trade a little bit of damage on the recon for potential damage on my core unit. Okay. That's a pretty rough attack. They didn't take any damage on the backswing? Oh. No, we weren't... Oh, we are out of supply, but it doesn't, like, register? Oh, maybe because at the start of the turn we weren't. I don't know. Beats me. Yeah, let's go up. Then we can also see if there's something in here. There's not. I guess the city is empty. Oh, it's a good attack, supposedly. Find it a little bit precarious. They might come out with the tank. Well, I'm really happy they didn't attack the artillery. Okay. So much for scouting first. That's silly me. That almost turned into a... well, whatever kind of disaster you want to call it. Diplomatic or anything, really. Okay, so I'm even getting bonus from the artillery. Recon can't get in there. Okay, they'll probably retreat from this. Yeah, they did. And where are you going now? Up here, huh? Alright, let's set the recon to forward duty. Move in here and finish it off. Alright, that was less pretty than I would have wanted. Yeah, let's use the tanks to attack them. Finish them off, then cross the river with the infantry. We knew it was there. And take that. Okay, fair enough. Another infantry. Well, this is why I put the recon up front, so they can soak up the damage from anything that might come from there. Is there a counteroffensive coming from here? No, there's not. Okay, so we're secure there. We don't even need to take these kind of cities extra, I think. Let's just wait there for a bit. I'll just repair these guys for some elites, and I'll probably be able to move in here, and then attack this way first, and then indeed push them back. Didn't really expect to take damage, but hey. Well, actually, let's just take it, and this way we can move forward. Alright. Wow, I could have shelled them from there. I just didn't expect to make that, but I did. I'll be willing to shell them for one more time in order to not get any damage there. I think that's pretty reasonable. Okay, nothing in sight so far. Nice double shelling. Attack from this side, attack from this side. And take the hex. Okay, make some good progress. Not too shabby. We don't really need to take this, but we do need to take this one. So we might just as well go and advance through this this way. And I'll use the recon to destroy that unit ultimately. I also... Oh, I can't do that from this side. So... Oh, that's a... That's a forest axe, huh? Yeah, that won't finish them off. Okay, so that's an infantry. Can I shelter from here? I cannot. So they have a range of 6. Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, sure. I'd rather keep these guys as much to the rear as possible while being able to shell in here, of course. Artillery is best used as much to the rear as possible. For the advancement of the artillery, I don't need to... Huh? Well, I clicked to move in there. That's weird. I'll just let them recover. Yeah, as funny as it sounds, I can actually move these guys. I'd rather move them up through here. Since I don't expect a counterattack to come from this side, but if they would have it here probably, not here. So I think this is relatively safe compared to moving them up here, whereas they might already have anything over in this section. Like artillery, for example. It wouldn't have been able to get to me because this is too far, but still. I'd rather go for the safe bet in that point. I do need to finish it off, but I really think... Right, let's use the recon anyway and finish them off that way. Oh, that's why they stopped. This infantry that I couldn't see. Ah, that explains a lot. I was pretty confused as to why indeed I was unable... Okay, there's nothing in there. Unable to advance, but this does explain it. Yeah, let's move up then. Making good time, so pretty relieved about that. Oh, why am I so stupid? I even told myself, oh, I can't attack with these tanks because they're in the forest. 2 seconds later, I'm gonna attack it with the recon. How dumb do you have to be to fall for that stuff twice? Well, apparently quite stupid. At least that's how it works in my case. Okay, so don't fall for the trap. There's an infantry there. How am I gonna approach this? If I just cross and repair the infantry. I can shell them here. Yes, these guys will still be able to do something. But that's not too big of a deal. Okay. Some sort of counteroffensive. They but running into this heavy tank. Yeah, that's not perfect. This mission is going pretty fast, actually. Let's go for the artillery. Now, I'm perfectly aware that these guys will probably cut me off, but... okay, well... I'd like to finish off the artillery here, and... then that will at least allow me to move on. They might not even do it, although I can't see them not doing it, to be honest. But I'm fully aware of this, actually. Just so you know. So... oh. They actually did move, huh? They didn't move for so long that I kinda expected them not to do that at all. But I guess they did. Well, good for them. So, what I'll do here is focus on these guys, and that will allow me also to regain supplies if I run out through this bridge. And allow me to destroy these guys on the next turn. I will still have to battle the cavalry then, but at the very least, I'm safe in this region. Yeah, let's finish off you. So they do have anti-aircraft gun, huh? At this point, these two need to rest for a bit, so I will allow them that for this turn. Next turn I can finish off this infantry and start focusing on that cavalry down there. Meanwhile, I don't need to take this. You need to rest. These could probably, or they will probably benefit from resting too. Okay, anti-tank. So they have a pretty big range, which I need to stay out of. I can't face that in one go, so I might just as well attack here. I do have units in range now, so I'm going in here just repairing, then I can attack this on the next turn while my artillery rests and regains its efficiency. Let's just get you out of there. Nice, they even went for this instead of my core units. Very sweet. Guess I'll just also let these guys get efficiency. I'm not too happy that these guys are repairing. So yeah, okay. I need to stay out of range of that artillery though, which is pretty much a line along this, I think, here. That's what I think it was. So let's move you out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they can shell everything from this side. And I'll move the recon in here again to make these guys attack them there instead of attacking maybe one of this infantry and letting me get one more damage. So that's all about requisition point preservation. Also the artillery indeed. And they went for it. Okay, those guys retreating. Cutting off my infantry. So they have a heavy in there, sure enough. Let's just do it like this. It's not pretty, but it's efficient, and it costs 4 requisition points or something. Not that much, so might just as well. I'll start shelling the heavies because that's gonna take some time digging them out. Okay, wow, I honestly didn't expect them to have a unit in there. That might sound strange, but it caught me a bit by surprise. That's why I'm repairing that unit instead of attacking, because they're gonna hit me now. Yeah, indeed. I'm a bit afraid that either these guys might go down, so well, let's wait for a bit here. No, let's use mortar fire, because I might still be able to get them to 4 efficiency. Okay, I didn't. Not the end of the world. Sure. Still have plenty of turns. Okay, so apparently already... Huh, wow. I'm out of supplies here, huh? Now, no longer? I have to say it's a bit confusing the way they're doing that. No. Oh. Okay. Alright, I can probably take it already this turn then. Probably. Yes. Let's take Grodno, and... New commander is available and can be attached to one of our units. Fedir Babachenko. He has +1 defense against land infantry and defense against land artillery. Let's put him in the heavy. I think the enemy might still get a turn. But here we go. Outcome event, major victory. I don't think you can get minor victories here. I don't know why they did this. Like, after the final German campaign, where it actually did matter whether you got a major victory or not, because they had an extra bonus mission, they suddenly decided to always put their major victory. But that only works, major victory, if you also have something like a marginal or a minor victory. Like, can I only score the grandest of victories or the biggest of defeats? No, of course not. But I don't think there's a minor victory here. They just decided to always jam major in there, even though it might not be the majorest of victories. Either way, your swift advance has been successful. As Poland crumbles under the weight of the German invasion, Moscow is pleased to move our borders further west. Let's exit. No, I don't care for the replay. Campaign event Winter War. With war raging in Europe, Moscow became wary that hostile powers may use Karelia as a springboard to attack Leningrad in case of a war. Since Finland has the temerity to reject our demands, the Red Army has been ordered to secure a buffer zone at our northern flank by force. Gain 4 specialization points. Not really anything that I want to buy, so I'll just hold those for now. Yeah. And then when the German invasion starts, I can go for like drop tank and maybe even scrambling. I'd rather do scrambling than any of these 3. So yeah, we'll see how much points I'll get. I also want to get stuff like this, although I still have no clue what this does. Maybe it's just a title? I don't know. They might fix that bug before the time comes, but not likely. So next up will be Karelia. Thanks for watching, take care, and see you all next time. Bye-bye.